Hi guys, and welcome to a new video, and today I will be comparing the Charge 5 with the Anker Soundcore Motion Plus. And this video I have seen a lot of people doing this video, but I just want to have one more on the internet so people can see what other people think more than the mainstream reviewers think. So this will be quite an interesting comparison, and I've listened to them. I've already recorded all the tracks and everything, so I've already have a conclusion. But it will be interesting if you guys can hear any difference, what you think and what you like and what you don't like, and leave your thoughts down below. But of course, I'll begin with the outdoor comparison, 100% volume. Sadly enough, I don't think I did 50% outdoor, but 100% volume outdoor. I'll be switching between both speakers, and then I'll go indoors and do an indoor comparison at lower volumes. And then a summary at the end. So enjoy the video, and yeah, let's check out the outdoor comparison. Okay, and now for the 100% volume comparison, and I'll be begin with the Anker Soundcore and then switching back and forth, I'll tell you. And I'll begin this kind of view as you see right here, and then I'll go off axis and step further back. So let's begin with the Soundcore 100% volume.
Echoes of your words crashing into me, drown me in your lies, and there's no way to breathe.
Charge 5. Soundcore Motion Plus. Charge 5. Motion Plus. Charge 5. Let's step back a bit. Motion Plus. Charge 5. Motion plus. Charge 5. Let's get off axis for next song. Still charge 5. Motion plus. Okay, and I'll switch song now to the last of the outdoor comparison. Where is the song? I saw it just a couple of seconds ago. There we have it. Electrolyte Symbolism Part 2. Soundcore Motion Plus playing. Charge 5. Motion plus. Charge 5. Let's get a bit closer to get a better view of the sound. On axis, that is. Motion plus now playing. Let's step back a bit again. Charge 5 playing. Motion plus playing. Charge 5. And yeah, that was it for this comparison. And yeah, let's go forward to the indoor comparison. See you later. And welcome to the indoor comparison. And I'll be switching between both of the speakers. The Charge 5 will be playing at 33% volume, whilst the Anker will be playing at 37% volume. So a little bit higher up the volume scale will the Anker play, because the Charge 5 is not really that well like balanced, or the volume scale isn't that balanced for low level listening, whilst the Anker is slightly better, not much, but slightly better. So yeah, I'll begin with the Charge 5 and then I'll switch between them. I'll probably put it on somewhere on the screen where which speaker is gonna play. So yeah, enjoy. Okay, and now I will be playing another song and then I'll go over the summary. So let's see here. Here we have it. And that was it for this comparison. And yeah, let's go for the summary. Okay, so now after the entire comparison with the outdoor and the indoor, what do I think? Or what's the summary? Well, outdoor, I think it's pretty close, I think. The Charge 5, as you could probably hear, retains more deep bass, especially because it doesn't have as much upper bass as the Anker Soundcore Motion Plus. But the Anker Soundcore Plus, the bass does distort when you're pushing the EQ, and that doesn't sound as nice. You get a much wider sound stage with the Anker. You can really see that with the tweeter angling and how spread the drivers are. Whilst the Charge 5 is only a mono setup, which isn't the greatest for getting a large sound and a wide sound stage. So it's quite a narrow sound, but the bass is still there. The mids are there. I think the weakness of the Charge 5 is definitely that it's a mono speaker. I've seen that they're pushing the highs quite a bit on the Charge 5 to make it sound brighter outdoors, especially. And it works quite well outdoors. I'll give them that, even though it sounds quite small. But indoors, it doesn't sound that promising, if I shall be honest. On the other hand, the Motion Plus lacks a bit of the highs, but indoors I tend to favor the highs on the Anker Motion Plus, even though they're pretty much non-existent. But I think the highs on the Charge 5 is overshadowing the mids, so you get a little bit more detailed sound on the Anker Soundcore, because you can really hear a lot more interesting in the background. But indoors at 50% volume, I'll have to hand it to the Charge 5 actually, and it's mainly because of the bass. The bass lacks quite a bit on the Anker Soundcore Motion Plus. It's a lot of upper bass, and when you push the volume at 100% volume, you get better bass, I think, better bass performance outdoors than the Charge 5. But indoors, you get this nice low bass, and it sounds so good. And you don't really mind having those highs, I think, and especially when you're indoor, you don't mind having a quite narrow sound. It depends the room size, but generally that's the case for me. The Anker Soundcore Motion Plus plays a little bit louder, but then again I think the Charge 5 is brighter, so sometimes it sounds louder on some particular tracks, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, it's quite a draw outdoors, but bass-wise the Anker wins outdoors at 100% volume. Indoors, yeah, a little bit more detail. I don't know how much that it actually is in that. Maybe it's just me favoring that speaker, I don't know. But the Charge 5 does have a brighter sound and a lot more fun deep bass than the Anker Soundcore Motion Plus. It doesn't mean that the upper bass is non-existent on the Charge 5, like with the Extreme 3. It doesn't have a deep upper bass at all, basically. But it focuses much more on that deep rumbly bass, and it sounds good. I'll have to add it. Other than that, I think in general this comparison comes down to a couple of things. How important is the brand for you? Do you love JBL? Is that the only thing? Is that the only reason why you're buying the speaker? Yeah, then the JBL is probably right for you. Are you going outdoors? It got a bit more of a rugged design, even though the logo can get scratched up very easily. It got more of a rugged design. This scratches up a lot easier, but I don't really mind the Anker being scratched up. But it depends who you are. You got an EQ with this one. I'll put up a picture right now of the EQ I've been using throughout this video, by the way. There we go. And what else? You of course have a basic ass EQ with the Charge 5, and you can tweak it a bit. I turned up bass one step on the EQ on the Charge 5. that's it. Other than that, yeah, it got USB-C, a USB-A port under this watertight flap, blah blah blah, and the Anker does not charge your device, but I don't really care, if I'll be honest, if it can be used as a power bank or not. But it got, more importantly, it got an aux jack, which the Charge doesn't have, and I love the aux, so that's another plus for the Motion Plus. Yeah, I think it's gonna come down to the price if you're not only focusing on the brand. And the EQ, of course, wanted to tweak the sound yourself. And price-wise, they have actually, because of inflation, the Motion Plus has gone up a bit, but you can still find it for around $80, 80 francs. It depends, of course, sometimes more, sometimes little less, but around that area still. Maybe they'll up the price even more. The Charge 5 has dropped down in price because nobody's gonna pay even more with inflation now, rapid. So the Charge 5 has dropped, not heavily I would say, but yeah, dropped around to, yeah, let's say 150, around that area, $150 euros. But I've gotten it for way less than that, about $100 or 100 euros flat. Yeah, this is quite interesting comparison, as I said. Depends a little bit what you want. I think you can really feel some qualities that the Anker is lacking with sound-wise, with that deep bass. But it really depends, as I've said. Yeah, that's basically it for this 1v1 comparison. But the video doesn't end right here. I've actually bought myself another Charge 5. So if that's something you would like to see in another video, yeah, I also, of course, got other Motion Plus. If this is something you would like to see in a next video, please give this video a thumbs up. I've started to edit my videos more, so let's get this video to 10 likes, and I'll make the video as fast as I can. Of course, it's hard to always be motivated. But yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully if you have any thoughts, questions, and maybe you thought this video was terrible, leave your thoughts down below. Of course, always stay nice, but yeah, critical questions are always nice to have. But then, other than that, hopefully I have a nice day, and yeah, enjoy. Cheers.